to an all-new LayltOmni. Allow me to lay it on you. The speedrunning community. A community of gamers who play games really fast. And when I say fast, I don't mean fast like blindly jumping through Super Mario 2 levels hoping you don't get hit by a Goomba or falling into a random pit like I did when I was 8. I mean fast like frame-perfect, glitch-inducing, time-skipping magic that breaks the game in a way you never thought possible. But like every great community comes its share of drama, and today's drama is brought to you in part by said community. For those of you who don't know, popular veteran speedrunning gamer Trihex just announced that he is banned from participating in the next largest speedrunning event, Awesome Games Done Quick 2020, happening this January for reasons I will explain shortly. But before I pull the trigger and explain the Trihex situation, sit back and relax because I'm going to tell you a story about how a video game speedrunning company has managed to gather so much negative attention on the internet despite its main, seemingly pure objective: charity. For those of you who don't know, AGDQ stands for Awesome Games Done Quick. Like I mentioned before, it's a gaming event that brings gamers from around the world who specialize in beating video games very quickly. This event normally lasts for several days in a row, occupying its time with speedrunners playing both new and old games for hours at a time non-stop. During this time frame, the stream is open for donations, in which all donations go to the charity of the event's choosing. Most recently, in 2019, AGDQ raised $2.39 million. From January 6th to January 12th for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. However, Games Done Quick has been up and operational for nearly a decade and has successfully run 24 separate charity events in total. This is achieved by splitting the marathons into two parts, one in the beginning of the year known as AGDQ and another marathon done in the summer known as Summer Games Done Quick. Both of these events easily breach over at least 100k viewers at any given point in time during the marathon. Throughout the marathon, donations are sent usually with messages where casters throughout the stream read them off. It's an all-in-all pure concept, playing video games while helping people. The speedrunning community birthed popular speedrunners from all around the world representing games that go back as far as the Nintendo NES era to now. The nostalgia of old games combined with the refreshing taste of newer games combined with helping people is just a very beautiful concept all in all. So what happened? What exactly is going on? How could such a pure and perfect combination of things put together lead to thousands of people becoming more and more frustrated about said event? Well, allow me to explain. Despite the title, by no means is AGDQ failing or falling in the sense of the word. In fact, they have only successfully raised more and more money for charity as time has progressed. But what was originally a grassroots basement-run event over time has turned into a corporation and business that slowly choked the life out of its original roots with an iron claw. A few videos and sources have complaints about how AGDQ has become, well, a business. To be exact, it is not categorized as a non-profit organization. The non-profits are the companies that the charity money is actually donated to. AGDQ is a for-profit business that receives funds from the event, from Twitch and other sponsors to pay the staff and the organization to run the event. Yes, you can make money by giving other people money. In fact, this is the best kind of business since the money given to charities on a company's behalf is a tax write-off. I won't bore you with the finance and accounting, just understand that this fact by no means is a legit point against AGDQ. All corporations, including nonprofits, operate in a similar facet. It may feel like your favorite content creator is giving away hundreds of thousands of dollars from the bottom of their heart, which, could be the case, but the point is that giving money to charity is a highly beneficial event for both parties involved. People not understanding basic accounting principles is not the issue here. What seems to be the largest battle at play is how the company is now treating its streamers. Without going into too much detail, over the past several years, AGDQ has issued a series of bans and suspensions to several prominent figures for reasons that either don't make sense or worse, for reasons not explained at all. And as much as I love to explain them all to you in detail, a YouTuber by the name of Glink has already done an amazing job summarizing the events thus far in a video titled Games Done Quick thus far. It's a great watch, and I highly suggest those of you interested in the convoluted past of AGDQ to watch the video because it summarizes AGDQ's questionable mistreatment of their casters and streamers. But two recent events involving two speedrunners, both SHiFT and Trihex, have led to bans that have left many people wondering if AGDQ made the right call. In this instance, I will share their stories with you. SHiFT is a speedrunner famously known for playing SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. In June, however, SHiFT announced in a tweet that he was banned from Summer Games Done Quick. The tweet read, "Last night, the same kid who's been harassing me with alt accounts for the past year came into my chat making a joke of Etika's death and mental health issues. I told him off, and I suppose that's what this is about. If I'm wrong, whatever, I just want an explanation." In the tweet, it also reads, "Due to online conduct that was found to be in violation of our zero tolerance harassment policy, your run will be pulled from SGDQ 2019 effective immediately. You can still be at the event as an attendee and register for future events as an attendee. However, you are temporarily banned from new submissions until AGDQ 2021. This instance of SHiFT was him using the F slur, aka a bundle of sticks, was towards a person in his chat who apparently harassed him with alternate accounts until he eventually clapped back using said slur in his rebuttal. Needless to say, he received a 30-day ban from Twitch immediately. From there, he immediately apologized and accepted his punishment and regrets the usage of the word. However, people are concerned that this was provoked not only by a troll who frequently harassed SHiFT, but also because this event happened over a year ago. The timing of the submission of the clip fits perfectly with SHiFT's ban from the event. The troll even so kindly left a message after his successful takedown of SHiFT, saying this: "The SHiFT hits have mass reported this account. If what I do is against Twitter TOS, my account will be removed and will most likely not be back. If the time has come, I'd like to thank you all for a great ride. We accomplished things that we never would have imagined. Heck, we got SHiFT's run removed from the biggest speedrunning event there is, and now he's suspended from GDQ events until 2021. Our impact was strong and none of it would have been possible without all of you. Here's the truth, just so you can have some peace of mind. This was never a group. It was not Kiyosa, KYP, Clap, Baz, Wertweekle, or any of the legendary BFBB trolls. It was one guy." And yeah, them's the breaks. The troll succeeded at baiting SHiFT and led to him receiving a 30-month ban on Twitch, along with a year-and-a-half ban from AGDQ. This is not to suggest that this is the troll's fault. Clearly, SHiFT should not have used the hate speech, no questions asked. But the retrospective digging of one's past from over a year ago to cancel someone who in the present was reformed for many sets of bad precedents. Which now leads us to Trihex. Most of you guys know Trihex or have seen Trihex's face at one point in time, as he was an official Twitch emote for a long period of time. Trihex is most well known for his Yoshi Story speedruns, along with his most recent Mario Maker speedruns as well, and has been a part of the speedrun community for roughly a decade. An AGDQ without Trihex just, it doesn't feel right. But that's exactly what is happening after Trihex announced last Sunday that he will not be allowed to participate at AGDQ 2020. This was due in part to Trihex also using the same F slur in one of his streams as of October 2018 last year. To be exact, the slur was used during a heater gamer moment towards one of his friends while playing Mario Maker, whom was not gay. Upon usage, he apologized and was banned on Twitch again for 30 days and was banned from AGDQ events for a year. During this time frame, Trihex has accepted all consequences for his actions and has participated in several LGBT movements, events, and podcasts in order to bring awareness to his audience and, for himself, an attempt to educate himself better from his past behaviors. This sequence of events can be seen as a reform from a person who has made a mistake. However, what Trihex did not know was that he was also banned from AGDQ 2020 and was only informed of this extension of the ban the weekend before submissions of AGDQ games were to be finalized. This information was not given to him beforehand, was also not available for any kind of appeal. This lack of transparency, combined with the follow-up punishment of what appears to be a reformed, non-problematic person in the speedrunning community, continues to add on the iron claw grip that AGDQ seems to have over his space. Trihex has since released a stream on Twitch where he finally explains his side of the story throughout all of this. In the stream, he tells the audience that he does not have any bad blood against AGDQ and hopes to one day reestablish a working connection with them. However, feels that he has been slightly slighted and that AGDQ's strict and visible policies may be having a negative impact on what they're actually trying to accomplish. Anyway, that's all you really need to know in terms of information. Now, I'll give you guys my one-on-one, mano-y-mano talk about what's really happening here. TLDR, AGDQ is falling into the same trap that both YouTube and Twitch recently have been going through, which is a clear disconnect from its original user base. The streamers and the YouTubers and the speedrunners that built the community, starting as grassroots, are becoming less relevant to the final product and are slowly being phased out entirely. let's be clear. What Trihex and SHiFT said were wrong and both deserve to be punished, okay? But in both cases, all of us can see that this was a slip, okay? Not someone running around purposely trying to spread hate speech. The idea is that when people make these mistakes, that they learn from them and become better, and in both instances, this is what took place. However, AGDQ and their zero tolerance policy appears to be glancing over the human factor of both of these events, creating a total disconnect from their base. And when you look at it from that perspective, you can see why so many people have begun to disconnect from AGDQ in return. Now look, it's clear that AGDQ is a business, okay? YouTube is a business, Twitch is a business. But these businesses are run and made by real life people with feelings and emotions and with the ability to change and grow. Not taking into consideration the human element of these events while also profiting from said humans is backwards and is an easy recipe to make yourself become a brand that people just don't approve of. I'm also not going to sit here and bash a charity or any event that helps raise money for good causes, okay? Like, there are far worse people out there doing much more worse things for me to scrutinize AGDQ, but the same applies to SHiFT and Trihex. On the same note, these two have contributed to the community in a much more positive impact compared to their slips, overwhelmingly so. The lack of communication from the top is disheartening for everyone, and if AGDQ continues to go down this route, I think they'll turn into a soulless company that continues to push more people away, which is the opposite of what the stream should be accomplishing. Again, I'm an accountant. I see the numbers and I see the formula of how what AGDQ benefits them from a company perspective above all else. It's a healthy organization that requires ample amounts of pay to support the people who volunteer and run the events. I don't think AGDQ should be outcasted as some kind of evil corporation. However, I do think if the tone at the top doesn't change in a way to communicate with its original base, they're slowly going to become out of touch with everyone. They'll probably keep succeeding from a business standpoint, but one day the speedrunning community might decide enough is enough. You never know, cancel culture is very strong. My advice to them is to tread lightly. That is not a threat, we just know, how powerful the internet can be. Anyway, that's all I have for this episode of LayltOmni. You've just been laid. Moral of the story, don't say the F word, okay? But if you do, and accept your mistake, reform, and become a better person, you shouldn't be continually punished for your change. Otherwise, the ban defeats its original purpose. Let me know what you guys think about the situation in the comments below, okay? I've been talking forever. Oh my gosh, holy dookie, Man, I've been wanting to curse a few times too, but this is a Christian channel, so we're reformed, okay? We are reformed so we don't get this yellow monetization thing over and over again, okay? I know you guys like it when I rant at the end of my videos, but nah, not this time, okay? I'm going to sleep, okay? I'm tired. But you know the drill, okay? Hydrate. Drink that water. At this point, hearing my voice should physically make you thirsty, and more ways than one. So don't neglect that aspect of your life ever, okay? If there's going to be anything that you do, any promises that you're going to follow up on, all right, is that you're going to drink water and you're going to stay hydrated, okay? That's the only promise you will never break. You got it? Everything else you can do, okay? Break all your other break all your other promises. Don't break your promises. But if there's one that you can never break, it's drinking enough water every day. All right. You made it this far and you haven't subscribed, do me a favor and just subscribe, okay? I promise you'll get more quality content like this going forward. Leave a like and yada, yada, yada. I'll see you guys on the next episode. I love you guys. Have an awesome day.